Australia has postponed a first ever cricket test match against Afghanistan amid fears the Taliban group has banned women from playing the sport. Cricket authorities said earlier today that it had decided the inaugural men's test match to be played between Australia and Afghanistan in Hobart this month would not go ahead as planned. I'm joined at this hour by Australian journalist Melinda Farrell for more on this. Melinda, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast. There were talks that Cricket Australia will put off the tour till the situation regarding women cricketers is made clear. Is the announcement on expected lines?
Well, it wasn't really a surprise to hear that this morning because it had really been heralded by Cricket Australia earlier that this was probably going to be the likeliest outcome after the Taliban takeover of Afghanistan and the subsequent statements that were made by various members of the Taliban regarding women's cricket in the country. So the signs were all there, and really what happened today is a confirmation of what we all pretty much knew was going to happen. So I guess it gives some clarity to the Australian summer. It's obviously a huge shame for Afghanistan cricket fans. This test has been delayed before, but it's the stance they've decided to take because of the situation there, rightly or wrongly. That's not for me to judge. But interestingly enough, they did say in their statement that they were looking forward to hosting Afghanistan men's and women's teams in the future. So perhaps a little bit of a statement there to signal what they hope will happen in the hopefully near future.
Melinda, I'm just curious to know, does this mean Cricket Australia has said to Afghanistan no men's cricket without women's cricket? Is this the stance we can expect the other boards to have as well going into the future?
The latest statement didn't specify that particularly, but they were at pains to mention the women's cricket team as well as the men's. So and they did say that they'd been talking to the Afghanistan Cricket Board. We know that there's been some changes there. So I think they've very much just taken a wait-and-see approach by postponing this, not cancelling it, and sort of just putting it back for now. And I think, you know, the ICC board is going to meet in the next couple of weeks. And I'm sure that the matter is going to be brought up at an international level there. And I think in some ways Cricket Australia would like to see how that pans out after the discussions that are had at the ICC level as well, to gauge where other countries are with it as well, and perhaps see what unified approach cricket may decide to take internationally.
Belinda, now, in all of this, what is the future of the Afghan players who play in the BBL? There are few of the outstanding Afghan players like Rashid Khan, like Rashid and Nabi, who are part of the Big Bash League that's now going to start shortly. Will they be allowed to play?
Well, they did say in the statement that they look forward to welcoming Afghanistan players to the Big Bash. So I think there's a real separation in how they view the cricketers themselves, perhaps not wanting to impose penalties or exclude the individual cricketers. It's more of a how they respond to the Afghanistan Cricket Board and the current Taliban regime. So they've definitely made clear that they intend to welcome those players, and you're right, they've been brilliant entertainers in the BBL. So there's no indication that will change for this year.
Right. Thank you very much, Melinda, for joining us on the broadcast with those details.